In preparation for the dinner, what we're going to do is we're going to take the peas that have been reconstituted. Now, these peas were not frozen peas that were dried. These were peas from the garden, and they were dehydrated, so they're still raw. So we're going to cook them for, say, 15-20 minutes. So I'll put them in there with water. I'm going to add a little bit of onion as they boil. 2 teaspoons of salt, and we're going to be adding, just to bring out the sweetness in the peas, a little shy of a teaspoon of sugar. We're going to turn this down to, say, medium. I'm going to put a lid on, but allow it to vent out some of the steam to avoid it from spilling over. 20 minutes in, just take a taste. Yep, they're fine. I'm going to make them a little bit sweeter. I'm going to put in probably half a teaspoon of sugar into the water. Just let it sit. Burners on medium-high with a 1/4 cup of butter. Gonna let that melt a bit over medium heat, maybe on the perfect temperature to cook it like an egg between the 6 and 7. That's a 1/4 cup of butter. We're gonna throw in a 1/4 cup of flour, and we're basically just gonna turn this into a roux. Cook this for about 3 minutes. So turn that down to medium. And this is definitely a good way to stretch your dollar. And for some that grew up with it, it actually becomes a comfort food. All right, I'm gonna pour in the milk slowly. Turn up the heat to a 6. I can put the salt and pepper in now that I've already measured out. And that's half a teaspoon salt, half a teaspoon pepper. I can put a dash of Worcester. And these are optional, dash of Tabasco. Starting to thicken up. Yeah, I may not need a half a cup. I'm only gonna put in a 1/4 cup more. But this is you cooking, just knowing what it feels like. So in this case, it's gonna be 2 1/4 cup milk. And at this point here, we can throw in some peas. And again, you can add as much or as little as you wish. So what I'm gonna do, you could serve this now on toast. You could let that thicken up a little bit more and serve it on toast. I'm gonna do something a little bit different. The meal in itself is delightful. I'm gonna crack 3 eggs, and each of us is gonna have an egg with our peas on toast to just enhance the meal. Again, totally optional. And then when we take it out, we're gonna be putting on toast, and then we're gonna be spreading some shredded dried beef. Just let that sit in the heat. And again, it's on medium. And I take this time to butter the toast. And that's some lovely toasted bread from the bread we made the other day. I'll put a lid on to get those eggs cooked, and I'll just turn the heat down to, say, a simmer. So if you don't like poached eggs, don't put eggs in your peas. You could fry an egg and then put on top. And we'll start plating this one. Just delicious.